we released a clip yesterday of about it's we clipped up and released a clip yesterday of what actually went on, and so we have a clip of her being in the back of the police car. I'll ask Ray to cue that up, and then you guys could see it, and then we'll discuss a little bit, and then you guys can see get more context to what actually took place, and you can hear why she ended up being arrested and why during the brawl she mistakenly hit an undercover police officer.
Guys, my name is.
Okay, so no, not that Ray. Go to the one where she's in the back of the police car.
So I got audio up.
Not that one. Not that one. The other one.
I got audio up. I got audio up.
Oh, the audio's up for that one? Okay. All right. Oh, okay. Pause it. All right, let's start it. Turn on my headphones just a little bit, if you don't mind. So that's awesome, Ray. You're the man. All right, guys.
For what? I wasn't cuffed. I wasn't needed. Shut the f. You look like a nigga who was trying to eat on me before, and I never let him. Shut the f up and stop touching me. Yeah, stop touching me. Off of me. Stop touching. I got it. I can walk on my own. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I got it. I can walk on my own. Don't touch me. The woman and think I'm about to watch it and be cool with it.
All right. So, guys, as I was expressing before, that when we didn't have the audio, but Ray did his magic, was able to pull the audio in, and as you can see, that she was being got taken down to the precinct, and when she got taken down to the precinct, apparently the police officer, no, not that Ray, no.
What do you want? Second video.
No. The thumbnail for this actual video. Okay. So as you can see, guys. As I was explaining before, that the cop, apparently, what my assessment is that the cop that took her down, the one that she allegedly hit, that took her down, is the one that's being aggressive with her and pulling on her arm. What I don't understand is that when a police officer, when you're arrested, or someone is arrested, and they have the handcuffs. They have the handcuffs, and other police officers are around. You essentially can't go anywhere. So my curiosity is to why they feel the need to grab on your arm and pull you as if you are a rag doll, and you can't move on your own. And I don't really understand why that. Maybe that's a part of their training. Maybe we should get a police officer to explain why that's done. But I'm always curious as to why they will grab on you and yank on your arm or yank on your person when you're already in their possession. You're already under their control, and they have all the police officers around. And that's always been a curiosity. Right. And so I could understand why she's saying, don't touch me. I can walk on my own. And the fact that she's actually a judge as well. So that's just my curiosity as to why they do that. But we can continue. So the next video that we're going to pull up is where she's in the back of the police car. And then you can hear the things that she's saying to the police officer. It's kind of, in my opinion, it's a bit alarming, but you have to actually listen to it. and to hear what she has to say, and then we go from there. All right, so guys, go ahead and listen to what she has to say and pay close attention. This is from one of the clips that we did yesterday, and actually, I think I want Ray to go a little bit back to where just before she got in the police car. Ray, go like maybe right before she got in the police, right, little bit past, right a little more, right a little more, right, no, too much. Go back a little bit, right around there. We can play it from right around there. So right around there, you're going to see her reaction during the brawl. Certain pieces of garments, let's call it garments, was ripped away from her, and she was startled. And we thought that was kind of funny, so we kind of created a bit of, some graphics around it to showcase her expression. So with that being said, I'll let Ray play the video. Go ahead, Ray.
Are you serious?
That girl was getting slugged by a dude.
That is record, please. Please.
I'm just taking to the gym.
And he took off my.
I'm sorry, guys.
Come here, Christina. You told me to record you. I said. Okay. Officer. I pray for you. I promise I pray for you because your life, you have a long life to live. I promise you. I pray for you.
Ma'am, I need your first name and last name, please.
I pray for you, sir. Listen to me.
So I can book you in so you can go on with your day. So you can go on with your day.
Sir, the last person that ever tried me like this died 30 days later. I pray for you. And I pray for you. I died.
Pause it right there, Ray.
Ma'am, I need your first.
What do you think?
What did he say?
Do you think that's a indirect threat on the police officer's life?
Of course.
So,
Absolutely.
so as a judge, do you think she should have even say that? Is as if she's self-incriminating,
Yep.
right? As if she's done something before, and or she know of something that took place on her behalf done by someone else, and she got wind of that happening, and now because she's in her emotional state, in my opinion, they said that she's intoxicated or she was drinking. She might have been drinking. We don't know. That's alleged, but apparently that could be. If she was, that could be a cause as to why she made a statement that brazenly, without even considering the consequences of what she's saying. Because as a person, I honestly, when I heard that, I thought that was self-incrimination, and that could have the system, the police system, or the investigators or prosecutors look into who she's talking about and dig further into what she's talking about. And that could land her in a world of trouble because it's after the fact. So if someone, like she said, got taken out 30 days after apparently doing something to her, then she's in a world of trouble. Mm-hmm. But we don't know for sure. The future will tell when other information comes out about it, if they do look further into it. I'm assuming that they will look further into it because I would look further into it because, hey, if somebody passed on because of messing with Judge Christina Peterson and the family that the family that of that person that hears this, they might start wondering, and hey, we need to look further into this. So, hey, what do you think, Ray?
Yeah, I think
Guilty.
very, like, I think whatever she did and whatever she's talking about, like, yeah, man, like with all the corruption that's coming up to surface,
Wow. Yes, sir.
there's a lot going on right now for her to even say that or
For even
mention that.
exactly 100%. She, sometimes certain people, they're in positions of power and they think that they're invincible, that they're above the law, and they'll do and say certain things without any regards for what anybody else may think or someone else may feel. And then whatever happens in the dark tends to come to light. There's a saying that there's 2 times when a person is usually very honest: when they're angry and when they're inebriated, right? When they're angry and inebriated. And in this case, if she's drinking, or she had any liquor in her system, so she's mildly inebriated, and then she's already angry because she got arrested and she's a judge. So, hence, as to why she is so blatant and brazen in the statement that she just made. So, guys, I think that you may be wondering, is someone going to look into it? Because I would look into it, like I said before, So, I wish I wish that we could actually show the arrest video. Then you guys would have more context to it. But that's why we put it in the description, so you guys could actually go and watch the full video and make your own determination, right? But coming to her defense, right? She's the only person that stepped up because apparently a man was beating a woman, and everybody else around was just watching while this was taking place. And as a person that's in a family court, she split the differences when people are having issues and issues are arising, and she's sitting there and she is determining who is right and who's wrong. It's only fair that she would consider herself a good Samaritan, and it's only fair for us to say that maybe the arrest was not warranted. And we have a short clip of the person that she aided or stopped the man from beating on her. And then we have the long form video that will play clips of it and talk about it as it plays. So we'll go to that next. So as Ray cue that, and we can go to it. So like I say, in this upcoming video, it's about a minute long or so, and it will give some context to why I think that some of the other content creators should have waited before jumping out and saying certain things. And I'm not one to be exonerated from any of that. I've done that. And like I said yesterday, we clipped up some different parts and put out a short clip. I didn't get much views, but we decided to do that yesterday. And so in waiting to see, in researching to see what else is new in regards, I looked up to see if there's any content, any news, any briefs, any breaking news that came out to give more explanation and more justification as to why she did what she did, and in helping to exonerate her. This particular judge has been in other issues before, so she has recently been re-elected after they were trying to kick her off of the bench. And so this now coming on the heel of her re-election, it's kind of damning in sense because she had previous issues in the past. And I don't know if you guys know, there is a lot of corruption going on in Georgia. I mean, from left to right, it's a field day of what's going on. There is the YSL case, and Woody on the witness stand. There is Fanny, and there's so many things that's going on. Donald Trump being prosecuted for other issues. I don't really want to go off too far and discuss those things, but apparently social media content creators are going in and digging up and finding and releasing and just discussing the corruption that's going on in Georgia. And this judge is a judge in Georgia. And so it's fair to say why the content creators are going in and digging and looking for more corruption, because when corruption is happening, let's say a judge, police officers, prosecutors are all working together, and someone is said to have done something, and that person could truly be innocent. But if there is an agenda, or someone wants to settle a score or calm the minds of the community because maybe something horrific had taken place, and the person that they arrested fit the descriptions but is not necessarily that person, they will try to make the crime fit that person rather than looking for the actual culprit, the actual criminal. And that's why there's so many people that have been placed in prison for most of their lives and they've been innocent, right? And after years later, the innocent program, the attorneys decide that they're going to do pro bonos and help these people and get them out of prison. And some of them have gotten out of prison and been compensated upwards in the millions, right? And so you can understand why people are so gung-ho in exposing this kind of criminalities that's going on behind the scene in our justice system, right? However, with this judge that got arrested, she might be in the right to say that she shouldn't have been arrested, and they should have arrested the man that actually was beating on the woman, which I do agree. So with that being said, let's roll this short clip, and then we can jump into the long form one afterwards. All right, Ray, roll the clip.
We're here for Miss Love, who was the woman that was being viciously attacked.
Hello, good afternoon, you guys. My name is Alexandria Love. I am the woman that was attacked Thursday morning, about 2:30, 3 o'clock, by a man I don't know. He pushed me down. I scraped my elbows. He viciously attacked me, fist force, punched me in my face. And she was the only one that helped me. She the only one that was grabbing to help me. Everyone else in that video was his friends, grabbing him, trying to grab him, but could not attain him. She was the one that was grabbing him. She didn't mean to hit the officer. The officer swooped in and grabbed me up. He didn't even care to see the big man that was actually brutally hitting me in my face. So when she seen him grabbing me. She didn't know it was the officer. She thought I was still being hurt and attacked.
The officer.
All right. So,
Right now.
all right. We can cue up the other one, Ray, in the meantime. So, Miss Love is the victim of the brutal attack. And she's in the long form video that's coming up next. They're going to explain a bit more. Excuse me. A bit more as to what really took place and how it actually escalated and why the man that I would say is on the run right now, because I think they're hunting to arrest him, right? And which by any measures, he should be arrested. So if she didn't jump in while this woman is Miss Love was being punched in the face, I think she might have gotten a concussion.
Facts.
And I'm a guy. I'm 6'2.5" and fairly big hands, and I can't see myself punching on a woman, right?
Facts.
Because even though I'm barely 195, right? At this point, last time I weighed, I was 184 pounds.
Damn.
Right? So I'm around, I just, guys, to be fair, I just came off, at that time I came off a 3-day fast, right?
Okay.
So when I got on the scale, before I went on the scale, I was 195. And then when I did my 3-day fast, I was 184, right?
Let's go.
But with that being said, I still would not pull back and punch a woman, right?
Facts.
I mean, honestly, there are some big women out there and they're very aggressive,
Facts.
right? And you definitely want to defend yourself if a woman is pouncing on you as a man.
Facts.
However, the power that we possess as a man, we can hit a woman that acts and operates like a man. One hit, boom, and she's done, right?
Facts.
So for a man to be beaten on a woman, I think he needs to be tied up and whipped, right? Or he should be given the same punishment he should be given the same punishment that he gave to her. Right? I don't think a man should be beaten on a woman. All right? Now, not saying that a man is not supposed to protect himself if an aggressive woman finds it necessary to want to beat on him. But just be mindful. You know how the law works. It's not necessarily in a man's favor if you're going to hit a woman and there are no videos around, and somehow you're going to be arrested regardless, right? Okay. Now, with that being said, the other video, the long form video that this short form came from, will give more context to what really took place as to why Judge Peterson felt it necessary to step in, to intervene, and help to protect a total stranger from being brutally attacked by this man that is yet to be arrested. But stay tuned. We get more information. We'll bring it to you. All right? So, Ray, roll that clip.
Good afternoon, everyone.
All right, like I said, guy, this is the press release where they're going to give more context to what took place.
Got everybody here? All right, good afternoon. My name is Marvin Arrington Jr. I'm the attorney representing Christina Peterson. I want to thank you all for being here today. As the investigation continues to unfold and more facts come to light, we believe that Judge Christina Peterson will be completely exonerated of these charges. At least 2 eyewitnesses have stated that Judge Christina Peterson will only try to help Ms. Love, who was being brutally and viciously attacked by a man outside of the Red Martini nightclub.
Okay.
Miss Kelly and Miss Love. Miss Kelly is the friend of Miss Love, the woman that was attacked. They simply want to know why the man was not arrested and why was Judge Peterson arrested for simply trying to be a good Samaritan and help a woman that was in distress.
My concern as well.
We are anxious to see the video from Red Martini nightclub and other nearby businesses, as well as footage from the police body cameras. Based on the eyewitness testimony and the female victim, we believe the videos will confirm that Judge Peterson should not have been arrested.
All right, stop. Pause right there. Yeah. So as you guys can see that he's leading into explaining and giving more context, and the other people will be coming up to express and explain exactly what took place. So this is just pay attention, and you'll get a full understanding as to why Judge Peterson was arrested and why she, in this case, I do agree that she should be exonerated. All right, roll the clip.
To her complete exoneration and dismissal of these charges. We call on the Atlanta Police Department to arrest the man that was seen in the video assaulting Ms. Love viciously and violently. We call for the immediate release of any and all body camera footage from this incident and any other footage obtained by the police. We call on the Atlanta Police Department to dismiss these charges against Judge Peterson. This is living proof of no good deed goes unpunished. The idea that a good Samaritan who was helping a woman that was being viciously attacked could be arrested, and the man who was viciously attacking the woman did not get arrested, speaks to other issues that will be addressed at a later time. We call on District Attorney Fonnie Willis to personally review this matter.
That's who I mentioned earlier.
These frivolous charges.
Bonnie Williams.
At this time, I'm going to ask Miss Kelly, who is the friend of Miss Love, the lady that was being attacked, to come forward and to make a brief statement.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is not something that I really wanted to speak on, but when I saw that I was arrested for simply helping my friend was being viciously attacked, and
But what the hell?
a perfect stranger that I had never seen before in my life do something that I wasn't even brave enough to do. She stepped up and helped my friend. This man was 3 times my friend's size. I was trying to grab men around us to help. So by the time I turn around, I see this person just flying by me. And I didn't know who she was, but I just know she helped my friend. And if she hadn't helped, I don't know what we would be saying today. So I want to thank you. And that's all I had to say.
And now we will hear from Miss Love, who was the woman that was being viciously attacked.
Hello, good afternoon, you guys. My name is Alexandria Love. I am the woman that was attacked Thursday morning, about 2:30, 3 o'clock, by a man I don't know. He pushed me down. I scraped my elbows. He viciously attacked me, fist force, punched me in my face. And she was the only one that helped me. She the only one that was grabbing to help me.
Pause it there
Everyone else
for a second,
needed
Ray. Let me ask this question, Ray. If you were at a club or anywhere and you saw a man pouncing on a woman, but before you answer, we know that many times now we've seen women that says, I don't need a man to help me. I can do it all by myself.
Right.
Right? And a lot of men have said, okay, that's what you asked for. That's exactly what we're going to give. But if you're at a club and you're witnessing an incident where the woman appears to be not aggressive, or she's just trying to figure out what's happening, what's going on,
Right.
and a man is antagonizing her, and then a fight ensue, and you're there, what would you do? Would you stand up and watch, or would you step in and try to help?
No, I'm helping the young lady, man.
Okay. Because that's my concern. You know, for a woman to actually step in and help, and I do believe it's a club and everybody's in line and they're getting, I believe they were trying to get food, and a fight happened between a man and a woman simply for maybe asking a question. I don't know if I could stand there and watch the fight happen, because I know me, and I know me. You know, I have a daughter. I have sisters. Yeah, as siblings, we fight, we get in arguments with our siblings, but I know me. I don't know if I could stand and watch a man beat on a woman. I don't know. I really don't know. Now, with the deep consideration that there's some woman that will really test a man's patience, and then it makes you really have to wonder, should I help? And there have been instances and cases where men have helped and they end up being deleted. So we live in aggressive times right now, and I still wonder if I would, if I would, in good conscience, stand up and watch a woman being beaten, and another woman had to step in and help. You know, if a man and a woman was fighting, I would say, and the woman is the one who started the fight, I'd pull them apart, right? And if the woman is still being aggressive and forceful and beating the man, at that point you have to start wondering, should you allow it to happen so she can learn a lesson, or should you pull them away? Because, you know, I've been in scenarios where I've broken up a fight and pulled the guy away, flipped my body around, and the woman charged and pouncing on my back and can come around me and start hitting the guy while I'm holding him, trying to get him away so the fight can stop. She was the aggressor, and she still kept on being the aggressor, even though the fight had been broken up and people are pulling her away and I'm pulling this guy away. You know, I got hit, and I'm wondering if she had something in her hand, if I would have been armed. You know, I have to wonder about that. But I still can't say in good conscience that I could stand around and watch a man beat on a woman, and I just don't. I don't think I could. All right, let's. What say you, Ray?
Yeah, let's go.
Huh?
I'm good.
All right, cool.
Oh.
No.
Oh, this is.
I don't know what happened right there. Yeah.
Someone was a you would be saying today. So I want to thank you. Grab the officer.
Me. She didn't know it was the officer. She thought I was still being hurt and attacked.
The officers walked up after. She was already on the ground and the guy was in front of her face. officers was nowhere in sight.
Nowhere.
Because I would have grabbed the officer, but I was grabbing strangers and the guys with the red shirts that worked for Red Martini. If there was an officer there, I would have talked to the officer. Officers was nowhere on site until after this lady was already in a police car.
And 5 police cars came. They all left when they took her. I had to sit there
And call 911.
and just feel horrible that nobody actually helped me.
But what the hell, boy?
Before in my life.
So, as you can hear, the officers did not even take the statements of Ms. Love, nor of Ms. Kelly, or any of the other witnesses. They did not detain this gentleman.
Pause it right there. You know what? Before I start talking, I just had to get that laugh out. Why the heck they call men gentlemen? I mean, if a man is gentle, then rightfully so, you want to call him a gentleman. But an aggressive man, why the heck would you be calling him this gentleman? Does that make sense to you, Ray?
No, not at all.
And I think just this political correctness is just gone so awry.
Stupid.
That they call people that beat on other people, aggressive people, a man that beats on another man or another woman, gentlemen. I really think for me that's hypocritical. He's a savage. They should call it as they should refer to him as such, this savage, instead of calling him a gentleman. I just thought I'd just get that thought out there. I thought it's kind of like ridiculous for them to keep saying that. And it's something that's I've been curious a very long time about. Like I remember one time I was in a conversation with a few women, and she said, "You're such a kind gentleman." I said, "Why?" She said, "Because you opened the door for me." I said, "So that made me a gentleman?" "Oh yeah." I said, "How you know I'm gentle?" "I just did a kind gesture." You have to get to know someone to call them a gentleman, right? She said, "Oh, you're looking into it too deeply." And I'm like, "No, you don't know if I'm gentle. I'm a man, but you don't know if I'm a gentleman, right?" And she was like, "I get your point, but I think you're looking into it too much." I'm like, "No." But that's I was just always curious, you know. And then when she actually really analyzed what I said, she was like, "You know what? That made sense, right?" But that was just my 2 cents I needed to add in it. All right, play the clip.
Is a travesty of justice, and we're calling on the Atlanta police and the district attorney to dismiss these charges immediately and to charge this man for his violent acts on early yesterday morning. Thank you.
Eric, can you explain? I don't think you're going to have the judge talk, right?
No.
Can you explain her state of mind right now, what she's going through?
Well, I think she certainly has had a lot to deal with in the last 24 hours, but certainly she does not know these women. They did not know her. They just know that she was the person that tried to help save this young lady. And so I think in the heat of the moment, a lot of things happened, and maybe the officers got confused, but certainly someone should have at least investigated or taken these people's names and numbers. 5 police cars left the scene without speaking to the victim.
What?
That's just not right.
But I do want to thank the cops that did come at the end because they were able to calm my friend down. So the cops that did take our statement after the fact, I do want to thank them because they actually did help us. Red Martini would not even let us back in the building. We were still standing out there while she had just got assaulted, and the club would not even let us back in to talk to somebody.
Did somebody try to explain to police that night that she was a peacemaker?
Yes, it's all in our statement. I refused because she was hysterical. She would not talk. I refused to leave that building. until somebody got me on statement saying that an innocent person had got locked up, that we did not know who she was. And we did not understand why she got locked up, and the gentleman that did this got away freely. He just walked away like it was nothing.
And you didn't know who the gentleman was?
No, we did not.
Don't know.
And was Judge Peterson just like leaving the club and happened to witness
She
this,
was
or?
simply walking outside. That's what one of my other friends told me. That lady just walked outside and saw what was going on and took off and helped her friend. She didn't even think twice. And that's rare. A stranger, when I saw other people that knew me that just stood there and looked, that was crazy to me. So that's why I put the post on Instagram yesterday, because I know that's rare for somebody to not even take a second thought to help somebody that they did not know.
And what does she say on that post?
Do you have any kind of a lean on
Yes.
the man that you're looking for?
Yes.
I think that we do have found some information, but we'll be turning that information over to the authorities.
And what I said on my post is that I just saw that a judge was taken to jail for something that she did not do. All she did was simply help my friend that was being viciously attacked by a gentleman 3 times her size. And at this point, I made that post because I had to let people know we don't even know this lady. We don't know anything about her. For her to stand up for a stranger when all these men were standing there and nobody would help, that means a lot to me. So I had to speak my truth for her. And then when she was in the moment, I know that she did not want to harm nobody. So if I don't know what happened, but I know she purposely did not want to harm a cop. I can tell that, and I just met her 10 minutes ago.
Ms. Love, I'm curious what you think about the justice system. This is such an interesting case where
They failed me. They failed me horribly.
And yet you had a judge who came to your defense.
Yes, you see how God works? God works in mysterious ways.
Which speaks to the character of Judge Peterson.
Yes.
Marvin, which charges especially stand out to you that you really want to fight in terms of what the judge is facing?
Well, the investigation is early. I want to fight all of them. I don't believe she should have been charged at all, but we want to wait to see the video. We want to see the body cam video. We want to see the video from Red Martini and any other nearby businesses, because we think that information will completely exonerate Judge Peterson.
Are you worried about just what we've seen in the last 24 hours impacting her reputation as a judge and her character? It's been challenged. How is she feeling about that?
Well, I'm sure she would love to say some things today to clear her name, but I think that Miss Love and Miss Kelly have done that for her, and I don't know that she needs to say anything. And we're just thankful that they were there and that they told the truth, and let everyone know what happened, what actually happened. And it's just really a travesty that the only person, that the Good Samaritan is the person that got locked up. I mean, that is, it's just a travesty.
Ms. Love, you suffered injuries. What injuries did you suffer?
I have a black eye. I have my glasses on. I have a sprain. My thumb is sprained, wrist and my thumb. I have scratches under my elbows from the fall. I have skin off of my toes. That's why I can't wear any heels. Lower back pain, swelling.
How did it all start?
In line for food. I apologized to the young woman that he was with, that I pushed her after she started being aggressive with me, and I apologized several times. He's behind me, calling me names, calling me out my name, being vicious. So I turned around because I felt at this point I'm being threatened. She's on the right of me. He's literally standing, hovering over me.
And I'm right behind the gentleman.
She's right, yes. So I turn around and I say, why are you trying to provoke me? Why are you calling me out my name?
Pause it there, Gray.
And that's where it started. He pushed me down.
Mr. Harris, I know you're calling for...
All right. This was in Atlanta. And we know about Atlanta and their alternative lifestyle, right? Now, tell me if I'm far off of what I'm going to say next, Ray. What man would be behind a woman, antagonizing her, right? Saying things to her, like she said, calling her out of her name. Doesn't that sound as if it was...
Beta!
It doesn't sound like it was a straight man, does it?
Right.
Because
very flamboyant.
It to me, just by listening to what she's saying, you're 100% right. He's a flamboyant man. Yeah, and I think any straight man would look at this. No, I'm not picking on anybody. By all means, live your life, do what you want to do. However, if you are behind a woman antagonizing her, something is a bit questionable. Something is very questionable right there. So I just had to pause it right there to get that thought out. But hey,
Yeah, man, crab.
I won't be the only one, I believe, that will think that way. I think others are going to think that way after really analyzing the video. Maybe they see this one and watch it all the way through and say, hey, he has a point. But hey, that's just my assessment. Let's roll the clip.
Nemo!
Let's roll the clip.
Release several pieces of video. You're asking for the DA to get involved. What's your next step, your next move in this case?
Well, the case will progress. Hopefully it will not get indicted. She's been charged with felonies, which we think is completely inappropriate. And so the police do the initial charging, and then the district attorney's office will determine whether they should take those charges to a grand jury or not. And so we don't believe that there should be any indictment that comes out of this. We believe that the Atlanta police should dismiss the charges, and if they can't dismiss them, that the district attorney's office should.
Pause it there. Hey guys, earlier I said I mistakenly said Fani Williams, but I'm wrong. I knew I was wrong when I said it. It just slipped out. It's Willis, Fani Willis, right? She's a district attorney, and I don't think that the police officer will throw it out because. Let me back up. I don't think the police officers will throw it out because a police officer was hit mistakenly. If in good conscience he does throw it out, then I applaud that. But I don't think he will. So I think the district attorney, Fani Willis, would have to make that decision. Hopefully that this judge and the district attorney does have a good relationship, and she can look into it, dig a bit further into it, and say, hey, you know what? I think I will throw this one out. Because I do think that if they don't throw it out, they're going to be in a fight. Because there are witnesses there that can vouch for Judge Peterson. There are witnesses, and if the witnesses are saying this is what happened, this is what took place, right? And they still decide to go ahead with it. Now, it did say that she was removed from the bench, right? I think maybe that's a bit of a quick rush to judgment, because in the media, I don't know how accurate this is, but it's in the media. They're saying that the Supreme Court in Georgia removed her from the bench, amid all these allegations of this battery on a police officer. But if she did it Well, let me rephrase that. The fact that she hit the police officer, that's one. But what's more important is the fact that why it took place, right? And because she was preventing something that potentially could be worse on this young woman, and as you guys saw the injuries, that it could have been worse had someone not stepped in and helped to prevent any further damage to her body. And Fannie Willis can't see through all of that veil and say, hey, you know what? You are right for stepping in. You actually helped save someone. It could have potentially been her life, and you're exonerated. Drop the case. And if she was removed from the bench as a judge, she immediately get reinstated. I think that would be a good outcome for her, doing a good deed for someone that was being harmed, that was someone that was in danger of potentially being more harmed and probably end up in the hospital or worse, passing away. Because we don't know what kind of injury that could have taken place had the beating continued while everybody else was watching. So on that note, I would hope that they would just really look into it and say, hey, this one, we have to chalk it down to her. We have to chalk it down to a mistake, because apparently that's what it is, and that's what it was, and they should drop this case. All right, roll the clip, Ray.
Who she was.
Well, I don't know that who she is or who she was is relevant to the vicious attack by the man on Miss Love. I think that there were probably some bystanders that informed the officers that she was a judge, but I don't believe that Judge Peterson told them that she was a judge.
Was Judge Peterson there with friends? Did they also witness this, or was she alone?
I think she was there with friends. She was there for a birthday party, in fact.
He's the birthday guy right there.
She was there for a birthday party, in fact, and so she had several of her friends that were also there as well. And at least two of them were also witnesses.
The party was at Red Martini?
I believe that it was, yes, ma'am. All right. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Actually, are the witnesses able to spell their names for us so that we have that?
Sure.
Alexandria Love, Alexandria. Love, Love.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Sorry?
Do you have the name for the two of his friends who talked before you?
Oh, Madison. Madison. Shannon, Shannon. Kelly, Kelly.
Did any of you take video personally that night?
Yes, I took personal videos. I've shared all my videos. The videos that you've been seeing on the Instagram are me. I'm a publicist here in Atlanta, so I know that you need proof of things, and I represent her. I'm her publicist as well as her friend.
Do you mind sharing that with me just from
Your Instagram?
Yes, I can share it with you.
Okay, sometimes it gets raining and you're trying to
Okay.
And can you please also have the name of that person who's standing here?
The gentleman?
Yep.
The young lady.
That was Judge Peterson.
Okay.
All right,
Thank you.
Yes.
Could we get that video now?
I've got to grab my phone.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thanks, Mark.
All right, Ray, pause it right there. Ray, I want you to go to that video, the clip that we did yesterday. There's a particular part of it I want you to cue up for everyone to hear how Judge Peterson actually thinks when she's really calm and she's not being put in a situation where she has to defend herself because of a mistake, and how we use this in yesterday's clip. So the Not no. Wait, no. You're moving a little fast. Go to the clip that we have on our channel. Not that. No. Go to the second one. No, go to the second one on there. Yeah, I think that's at the end of that one. At the end of it. Go towards the end of it. No, don't play it. Just right there in the green when it starts. Just when she's gonna start. Right. Okay. Good. All right. So guys, I found a clip on her YouTube. And sorry, on her Facebook page, and I thought that I wanted to share it yesterday as well, and today also, because this is how she really thinks when she's speaking and helping people and expressing how people need to really assess themselves when they're going through any crisis or miscommunication. So I would definitely like to play that clip so you guys can get a clear understanding that not only that she will go out of her way to help someone when they're in need and no one else is willing to step up, she actually have some good advice, and I would like to play that for you guys to check it out. So Ray, roll the clip.
I'm trying to book you in.
My God. What can I say? I see every day families come, in my court, and they're generally arguing about something and estates, and there's always disputes. I want you all to know that communication is the most important thing that you can ever have in any family and any relationship is communication. If you're the person who thinks that if someone is talking to you about something that you might not like and you call that an argument, that's probably something you need to reset your mind to. Simply be open to communication, open to hearing other people's ideas, open to hearing other person's feelings, and simply acknowledge it and see how you can come up with a solution. You don't necessarily have to agree, but you should be solution driven. That is the way to effective communication, and that is the way to live life without thinking you're arguing or being in avoidance of effective communication because you're thinking you're avoiding confrontation or argument. Just embrace effective communication. That's my tip to you all today.
All right, pause it, Ray. All right, guys. So, I'm happy that I was able to share that with you guys. I'm happy that you can see that she is not a bad person. She just ended up in a bad situation. She was in the right place at the wrong time, helping someone, and ended up getting in a crisis that caused her livelihood to be in the balance, caused her safety, caused her freedom to be in the balance. And now she has to navigate out of that to help set things straight again. And I'm hoping that the people that actually saw this video and other videos and saw the press release can actually assess it and say, hey, the people that are important, the ones that are important to making sure that Judge Christina Peterson is vindicated and she is reinstated to the bench if for absolutely sure that she was removed based on what's read, based on what we placed in the description, that she's exonerated and her livelihood is set in balance again, and she have a productive life and a great career. All right. So, guys, you can support the channel by going to chat.tips. Right, that's chat.tips, or you can go to cash.app. That's Cash App. Think and Say. All right, cash tag Think and Say. All right. So again, you can go to chat.tips to support the channel, or you can go to Cash App. Think and Say. #Think and Say, right? You want to get the full video of the arrest, you definitely can look in the descriptions. It will be there, right? And we also, just in case you want to use the video, we put the full press release there as well. All right. So, guys, we do appreciate what we do appreciate the time you here spending with us in watching this video, right? And we hope to continue doing more content and having people in the studio. So remember, in order to get us growing to where we need to be, we appreciate if you give us a like. Please give us a like, comment, share, subscribe, right? And if you are any other platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Rumble, where else? We're on all their platforms, right? So I'll actually give you a good rundown where we are. So you can go to thinkandsay.com, right? And you can see the platforms that we're on, and you can support us. So let me give you a rundown of that again. You can go to, of course, YouTube, and we're on Facebook, TikTok, X, which is formerly Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, Rumble, and locals.com, right? So we do have other platforms, like we're on kick.com, right? So Twitch, like I said. So make sure that wherever you're on, whichever platform you're on, you follow us there. But make sure while you're watching on YouTube, give us a like, comment, share, subscribe. And like I say, go follow us on other platforms. We do appreciate your time. Remember, we're here to give you more content. We're going to do some research on other forms of content that we would like to release and get you guys up to date and up to speed. As we grow and we're able to sustain what we're doing, we're going to be able to give you more content on a more steady, consistent basis. So again, thank you for watching. And Ray, take us away.
That's why he's worth $25 million.